to the pods are against us, taking on every podcast topic, one episode at a time. Become one of the pod people and follow and subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, Audible, and Podcast Addict. On to the show!
It's week 15 in NFL. We're coming up close to the end here. So last week, we just missed first place by about 6 or 7 points. Man, it was a close one, but you can't. 2 weeks in a row, first place is hard, man. Let's try it again this week, though, huh? We were 7-7 last week. We're still in first in me and Kenny's Conference League. I have a record of 133-74. 64% accuracy, still above that 50, so I'll take it. Hey, and I got 1,145 points to Kenny's 1064. So, let's see. I'm not counting him out yet, though. You know, he had a rough Thanksgiving week. We have a full slate of games. I think that's key for me. I don't think I like having less than 16. I don't know. Something about the numbers, you know? With that being said, let's start at 16 here. I'm taking the San Fran 49ers as the Tennessee Tits come to San Fran. I don't think they're going to lose that one, so I'll take 16 points on it. After that, we're going to go for 15. Can the Eagles lose 3 weeks in a row? I don't think so, so give me them against those Raiders. Pete Carroll, 15 on that. Coming in at 14, I'll take the Dallas Cowboys. That's right, Hank Hills, Tom Landry, best coach. I'll take those Cowboys. They've been on fire. I know they slowed down and lost one, but I don't think they'll lose to McCarthy and those Vikings if McCarthy's playing. So I'll take a 14 on that. Coming in at 13, Boomhauer's Texans. Man, Boomhauer's been telling us all season that those Texans are good. I'll take him at 13 this week against those Cardinals, as Kyler Murray ain't putting down that controller anytime soon. COD, baby, COD. But yeah, Boomhauer's Houston Texans have been on fire, and those 13 points should be in the bag, I hope. Coming in at 12, the Lou Bowl last week had a winner, and it was the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's what Kenny called it, the Lou Bowl. In the Colts defense, they lost Daniel Jones, so Indiana Jones went down. More on that a little bit later. Jacksonville Jaguars against the Jets, though, I'll take a 12 on that. Coming in at 11, I got the L.A. Rams hosting the Detroit Lions. Yeah, those Rams are ready for the big time again. I think they got this one in the bag. This is a 50-50 toss-up, by the way. When I looked at the percentage of picks, you know, who's taking them. I'll take the percentage of odds, 50-50 on this one. I'll take the Rams with 11 there. Now, time for that 10 for Ken hour at number 10. My 10 for Ken this week is Carolina Panthers, man. Wow, they're trying to win that division, baby. Who would have thought? Even Kenny was surprised when we did that segment 9. More on segment 9 later today. We're taking the Carolina Panthers against the New Orleans Saints in Orleans. I'll take a 10 on them Panthers. Coming in at number 9, and stay tuned for our number 9 segment later today. I'm taking those Giants at home. I think Dart's got enough in the tank to take out Kenny's Commanders. I heard Daniels is out again. Who could have predicted that? I know Kenny's going to say that. He'll be joining us in a little bit later if I haven't mentioned already. Yeah, we ain't missing one, baby. We ain't missing one. We're on a streak here. So, yeah, give me the Giants at number 9. That'll bring us to number 8. My number 8 is the Bears at home against the Cleveland Browns. I know the streak is over. They had a tough game against the Pack. They actually played their hearts out there. So, yeah. You know, my cousin's thrilled. Said the Pigs lost, right? Man, that rivalry's something. Anyway, give me an 8 on the Bears there as the Shandir Sanders comes in and trying to outbeat the Bears there. I don't know if it's going to happen, though. I don't think the Bears have lost 2 weeks in a row in a little bit, so I'll take them. Coming in at number 7, I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I'm hoping Baker Mayfield's good to go as he takes on the Falcons. I hate those Falcons, but they like to turn up on games like this against better teams. Is Tampa Bay a better team? Find out soon in segment 9. And coming in at number 6, I'll take the Chargers. The Governator's Chargers are going to KC. Yep, so the Governator's Chargers are going to KC. Spearhead. I think they got enough to beat this team. I don't know how much KC's got left in the tank. They're 6-7 record right now. So had to throw that in there. I'll take the Chargers with the 6 here, though. Hopefully they don't charge it up, as Kenny likes to say. Coming in at number 5, I got 5 on it. Number 5. I'm going to take Hawk Tua and the Miami Dolphins against the beat-up Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers. Coming in at number 4, I'm going to take Smokin' Joe. He barely got beat last week. He's still on a mission, and I think he can beat Baltimore again at home. So give me a 4 on that. Coming in at number 3. 3. And tree. We are taking Drake May and the New England Patriots at home against Buffalo Bills. It's going to be a tough game, but Buffalo don't play defense, and I think Drake May is out to get him. That Josh Allen commercial with the Snickers is going to be true. Coming in at number 2, Lou for 2 hour. I am taking those Colts. I know Kenny's got the Seahawks, but I'm going to take those Colts with the 2. I'm going to say Phillip Rivers is going to beat them Seahawks at home in Seattle with that 11th man. I don't know. It's going to be tough, so I wouldn't be surprised if they don't do it, but it's only a 2. Yeah, man, that Lou for 2 hours is going to be quite interesting. But I'll take them Colts again, man. Phillip Rivers, baby. We talked about him earlier in the season, and now he's back. He's joining the Uncle crew this season. Joe Flacco, Aaron Rodgers, the youngest quarterbacks to play the game, man. At 44, Phillip Rivers is going to Seattle to play for them Colts. Let's go, man. We still got Jonathan Taylor, too. Let's go. I'll take a 2 there. Coming in at number 1. And my number 1's always the toughest one to pick. I always pick, top 5 team matchup, usually. With this one, it's no different. I am taking, with number 1, I am taking the Denver Broncos and the Mile High City against those Packs in the Micah Parsons project. That's right. I think Denver's going to win this one. Packers might have taken a little bit out of themselves in that last game against Chicago like they always do. But we'll see if I'm wrong. But I'll take a 1 on Denver just in case. Coming up next, before I finish up here, a little tiebreaker. Monday night game is Miami Dolphins versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. As I mentioned, beat up Aaron Rodgers. Hawk Tua might gonna win that one. For those having a tiebreaker, I took 61 on it. I'm sure Kenny's got 30. Speaking of Kenny, he'll be joining us shortly. QB1 Nowhere Man Lou is holding up number 9. Our 9 segment this week. Can they win 9? We're doing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I can't believe it. We're doing them because at this point in the season, it looked like they would have 9 games by now. Now it's looking like they might not. If Baker Mayfield doesn't play, I think that's what's going to happen. They're 7-6 right now. They need 2 to get there. They have 4 games left. They're playing Atlanta this week. They'll be playing Carolina next week, Miami the week after that, and then they'll end the season against Carolina again. Carolina at home the second time, at home in Tampa the last game. Now, as Kenny said it, they usually like to split those, so if they win 9, yes, if Baker Mayfield could stay healthy, I could see them winning all 4 games and ending the season at 11-6, which, would have made sense watching them play all season. If Baker Mayfield cannot stay healthy, they will be 8-9, and if they take the split, they'll get the 1 game against Carolina. Besides that, Atlanta's going to do their thing and beat them. Carolina's going to take at least one of those. And Miami and Hawk Tua will probably take that one too, if Baker's hurt. But yeah, that's my answer, and that's been segment 9. Stay tuned for my co-host Kenny. He'll be here soon, the Ragin' Cajun. This is QB1 Nowhere Man Luke saying, we'll see you next week. Good luck this week, fellas. Thank you.
All right, so here we are, week 15. Lou did a great job opening up for us. I'll be honest, I didn't really get to watch or pay much attention. Very busy, hence we didn't do a live show. So there you go. The one thing I did watch a little bit at the beginning, and the one thing he was kind enough to leave out is that he has an 81-point lead, and this show is no longer, worth watching as far as my half of it. That being said, we're going to get to the picks, and I'm going to go through them pretty quick because my picks suck and no one cares. The first one we're going to spend a little bit of time on because the only thing that's interesting here, the crazier thing than the fact that Phillip Rivers is coming back at 44 years old and hasn't played a game in 5 years. The only thing crazier than that is me realizing that I'm older than Phillip Rivers. That I did not know. He turned 44 a couple days ago, and I did last month sometime there in the middle. So I'm pretty close to exactly a month older than Phillip Rivers, which is hilarious. So ease up on calling the guy old is all I'm saying. With that being said, the Colts are that desperate that they have to go to Phillip Rivers. They're done. Cooked, as the kids would say. So I'm going to put my 16 on the Seahawks and take it easy, Phil. All right. Number 15. Good Lord, 15 games. 16, I mean. Niners. Not at 9 this time, but they're going to beat up the Titans, so I'll take the Niners with 15. Number 14, I'll take almighty Panthers to beat the Saints. Saints coming off of a win. They ain't doing that again. Panthers 14. Number 13, I'm going to take my Steelers. Dolphins have been winning a lot lately, I feel like. Finally a tough game again for them. I think the Steelers, they got to keep winning. Number 12, Eagles. The Raiders suck, and the Eagles need to win. Number 11, the Texans. I'm late on them, been sleeping. The Cardinals suck, so I'm going to take the Texans, which means they're probably going to lose. Number 10, the Giants. Oh boy, this is the other one I wanted to spend some time on if I'd bother. The Commanders are a complete disgrace. Jaden Daniels is hurt for the 4th fucking time this year. Terry McLaurin finally decided to show up in week 14 and didn't even have so much as a touchdown, so I'm glad we're giving him all that money. Mariota's starting. Honestly, he's been better this year than Jaden Daniels, so there's that. At least we got to step up in quarterback and one that can stay upright. So I don't know. Like, the Commanders are just awful. Spoiler alert, I don't care what happens. I'm not taking the Commanders the rest of the year because they're fucking pathetic. So I will take the Giants with 10. The only thing shittier than my picks this year may be the Commanders. All right. 9, Jaguars. They got to keep that division lead, right? And the Jets suck. Number 8, the Bears. I should have been funny and put them a lot higher. But they're coming off of a loss, and the Browns suck. So we're going to take the Bears with 8. The rest of their year is kind of tough. They got to win now. 7, Dallas. I know Lou had this one pretty high, if not his top. The Vikings are coming off of a win. They're not going to do that again. A little too late for Dallas at this point, but they can win for pride. And maybe they still probably have an outside shot of getting in. Speaking of which, number 6, the Chiefs. They're done. But not really. The Chargers are banged up, and, there's a really, really, really outside chance that the Chiefs can still make it. So, got to keep holding on, Chiefs. All right. So, we'll take the Chiefs one more time, probably. Now, who knows? I'll pick them the rest of the year because I'm an idiot. Lions. Also just outside of the playoffs. And the Rams have a big lead on the conference, really. I feel like the Lions need it more, and they'll probably fight for it a little harder. I think the Rams, while dominant and been doing amazing, I think they need to kind of coast their way to the playoffs at this point. They got everything on lock, so the Lions win. Number 4, Ravens, bottom of the list, finally. I've been picking them all year, way high up, but they may very well be done. And who knows with the Bengals? I try to pick when they're going to upset somebody, but I don't know. I don't know. Ravens 4. Number 3, the Bills, also at the bottom of the list finally. They've been winning, but they just do not look good doing it. Every time I think they're about to lose. The Patriots, it's going to be a tough game. It always feels like they haven't played
good teams, and here they're about to. Now, they did beat the Bills earlier in the year, but who knows? They could beat them again this time. If so, boy, the Bills are in trouble. I'll take the Bills at 3. Okay? All right. Number 2, the Bucks. Who knows? The Falcons suck. The Bucks got to keep winning. We'll talk a little bit more about them in a second. But I'll take the Bucks, apparently. I thought I took the Falcons on that, to be honest. Oh, well. Bucks. Yay. Packers. Weird game. Both of these teams are off of wins. A lot of people are calling this a possible Super Bowl preview. Could be. I don't think so. Broncos are home dogs. Tough game here. I don't know. I'm just going to take the Packers. I don't know. What the fuck? I don't know anything. What the fuck are we listening to? All right. As for Lou's segment for the 9 or whatever, the Bucks is what we wanted to do. I'm just going to put them at yes, they reach 9, and I'm going to say they reach exactly 9. Obviously, I had them winning this week. I didn't think I did when I did that, when I wrote down the stuff for that, and I didn't really write a detailed breakdown because I'm lazy and stuff. They're at 7 right now. Apparently, I picked them to win, which means 8. So I guess they're going 1-3 the rest of the way, right? There you go. I guess they could reach 10. I thought they'd go 2-2 in the last 4, but since that's not how I wrote it, I have to change my mind. I guess. Who knows? Who cares? I don't know what I'm doing. That's my picks. They suck. Hopefully we'll see you next week for a real show. And then after that, we'll see what happens with Christmas and New Year's and stuff coming up. I don't know. It's a mess. See y'all next time.